Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory X, and as you've read by the title and the thumbnail, I have finally gotten my first OPAL sword in the game. Now, obviously for an OPAL sword it's pretty difficult to actually get, just for the fact that it's such a hard sword in terms of RNG, and as you can see it does do 720 times value, which is super good. For some reason it does say 0 ever produced, although I did actually produce it out of my machine. That doesn't matter too much, and it was more or less around a 1 out of 3.3 RNG. You might be able to see that on the screen now if I do remember to get that screenshot. But yeah, right now we've gotten some really good valuable swords going on. We've got in this one here, this random exotic that we have. It's currently 7.7 trillion. We're trying to get up to around 10 trillion, maybe 15 if we can be lucky enough. And we also have a lot of valuable swords down here as well. Obviously we have my damage sword. We have this nice supreme sword up here that's currently worth 30 trillion. Although I am going to try and get up to at least 50 trillion before I'm done, and also use a cash boost when I'm selling all of these as well. We have some other swords over here as well. We've got some random uniques here as well as another exotic over here. But we also have the prized possession, the OPAL sword. So I was actually using this overnight, I believe, in the rarity, having a rarity upgrade in the Ascender. And let me just quickly take this sword out here and drop this one in. As you can see, it's more or less the full-on blacked out sword. So yeah, this is honestly a scary looking sword if you was to look at this from afar, because it's just, you know, OPAL, seeing Hyper and just everything on it, it just looks super good. But yeah, I'm trying to get this higher. I'm going to try and get this to at least godly before I do actually come around to selling it, and it probably will be sold with all the other swords as well all at once. But yeah, as you can see, for getting godly on here right now, I need to get around a 1 in 64,000 RNG all the way up to a 1 in 173,000 RNG. So yeah, it's going to take quite a while to get this up. Obviously it is only hyper minus and only absurd as well. I'm definitely going to get it above absurd if we come back down to lists again. Hopefully I can get it up to at least phenomenal, maybe brilliant, because that would be really good then. And yeah, I'm not really too sure how much this sword's going to sell for. Obviously it is already worth 2 trillion right now, even though it is only hyper minus and absurd. And honestly, it could be a sword that I just want to keep around for a while until we do maybe get some item fusing or some sword fusing that may be coming to the game in the future. So then I could probably go ahead and put it on a better sword like a unique or maybe even an exotic if I want to risk it. But yeah, we're doing really well right now, and what I'm just kind of doing now is I'm just kind of like saving up all these swords, getting them all to a decent value, and I'm going to go ahead and sell them all at once. And hopefully once I sell them all at once, we'll get around to level 310, which will be super good. We do have some gems as well right now, which is really good, that Blake actually gave me, which is super nice as well. But yeah, as you can see, we could go ahead and get a ×2 cash boost, which is really good, as well as getting a 1.5 times XP boost, which means then we're more or less getting the maximum amount of cash and boost, cash and XP boost that we can possibly get, unless they do somehow do an event like they do the luck events after the updates and stuff. So that'd be pretty good. Also, we do only have 9 hours left of this update look, so I am going to have to try and get most of these swords up before then. But yeah, really happy where I am in the game right now. And if we go ahead and just kind of like tally up what we kind of have right now, obviously we have this 7 trillion mod down here, so I'm just going to round it up to 8 trillion because why not. So we have an 8 trillion sword, 38 trillion there if we add on to the Supreme as well. We also have this unique here. Now I am going to try and get this up a little bit, but it is only unique minus, so that's kind of bad. But yeah, as you can see, it is currently 1.86 trillion, and I do believe that I did have something that actually happened beforehand, but I don't believe it's in the chat anymore, so that's sad. But yeah, we also have this exotic minus that I'm definitely going to get up more than this. I don't really like selling my exotics for anything less than at least like 7.5 trillion. We also have this unique plus here as well that we've not upgraded yet, which I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up and just kind of just splash some random things on it because why not. And yeah, down that goes. We'll just put it on mold for a couple seconds, maybe get it up to Le Steel or something. There we go. Then we get it on quality, and then boom, 82 trillion, 160. Yeah, blah blah. You know what I mean? So hopefully that will be worth around 1 or 2 trillion as well by the time we come to sell it. And then we also do actually have my old damage sword as well over here somewhere. As you can see, this one's worth 4.43 trillion, mostly thanks to the level as well. Now, there's two things that I could do. I could either trade this for gems, or I could just sell it and get the cash out of it. because right now we are currently at 81 trillion net worth, and obviously once I do come around to selling all these, we'll be well above 100 trillion, which again will be really nice. So yeah, right now I'm just going to kind of sit around and just let this upgrade. I'm trying to get this up to amethyst before I kind of like leave it and then go into something else. But yeah, really happy, and I think really the only thing that I need to do now is get a better boss spawn, because as you can see, we do have a boss spawn, a quad spawn that happened in just a couple hours, maybe like an hour even, if that, which is really nice. And I'm really hoping that we do finally get a celestial, because we've not gotten one yet, and honestly this is the only thing that I really need now to take it to the next step. Obviously again, if we get an eternal even, that'd be really good. But yeah, I think really the only thing that I need now is to just get super lucky, get like an exotic or a supreme out of my machine, and then obviously then it's going to be a really high level, which will be really good, and then we can also upgrade it as well and just, you know, do all sorts of good things. So yeah, and also another thing is that I probably will try and do a stream at some point. I'm really not too sure when I will do one, but maybe if an update comes out at a really good time, we'll do a stream for an update, and obviously then when it comes to like this big gate thing opening, if it does open, then obviously we'll try and do a stream for that one as well. But yeah, really happy where I am in the game, doing really well, not really close to the leaderboards, but you know, that is what it is. We are currently a whopping more or less 30 levels off the leaderboards. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.